Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Pole Father, and it only takes one. Here in the Sunshine State of Florida, got a massive heat wave going on, so I figured we'd do this video a little bit differently and doing it outside in this beautiful oasis here in Florida. So, in this video, I want to talk about my trip to CGC. Thank you to Matt Quinn and CGC for having me. Had a blast, learned a lot what goes on in the back scenes, gained a whole new perspective on what CGC does in the back end of things. So, let's get started. First thing is, I want to talk about the security. Guys, best know that your stuff is in great hands when CGC takes your item. First off, there are guards that walk the property constantly throughout the day, even at nighttime. So your stuff is safe as can be. Even so, even to just get into place, you have to go through so many steps of verification of even getting a tag to get in there. Next is when you actually get on the main floor of things, which is super awesome. There's over hundreds of cameras, almost like a casino, with the 360-degree cameras in there covering every little spot. There's no funny business going on in there. So best know that your stuff's in great hands. So shout out to you guys for, having, a sharp eye on everything. That was very awesome, very cool. Next thing is, I want to talk about the quality production in there. So when I went in the back there, when Matt Quinn took me through the back, it is like a car factory, the assembly line in there. There are people in there that are doing the same thing over and over and over for 8 hours a day, whether it be looking at cards for 30 seconds, whether it be unboxing this and loading it for the graders, whether it be the person putting the card in the slab and putting it on the belt, whether it be the person cutting the labels. These guys are doing this job for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, over and over and over. So shout out to you guys, because I've gained a whole new level of respect for everyone that works on the floor there, whether you're a grader or whether you're moving stuff around there, what you're working on the main floor. Shout out to you guys for how much this hobby has boomed since the past couple of years, since 2017, where people are submitting cards left and right, thousands amongst thousands, and you guys are able to handle that volume in such an efficient, quick turnaround time. Shout out to you guys, because it's so impressive to see how things flow in there. So my shout out to you guys. You guys deserve more than just a thank you. Keep up the good work is all I can say. And I've taken on a whole new perspective on those people that work the floor there. The morale in CGC is great. Everyone's there. It's a big smile on their face. They enjoy their work life, or at least from what it seems like. But, that's important to running a successful business. And, just like their customer service, CGC checks the boxes. So shout out to you guys for doing that. And then also, no surprise, the leadership in there is on point. You got the best in there that know what they're doing, that know what they're looking at. They're highly trained experts. Matt Quinn is expert at what he does, and he loves what he does, very passionate about it. And that's what you need, someone captaining your ship. So shout out to him, shout out to the whole company as a whole. But it was a really cool experience to see how things flow, efficient production there, have it down to a T. And it's funny, from our standpoint of view, when we get ready to grade cards, we'll stare at a certain card for, I would say, we probably look at one single card maybe for a minute, depending on what it is that we have. Maybe if it's bought, it's a little different, but things that you want to really look carefully on and see where it'll grade stuff, at least for me, I'd probably look at a card for about a minute or two, if not longer. And these graders, they look at a card for nearly 20-30 seconds, and they're held to such a strict timeline, schedule things that, they're just the quality, I shouldn't say quality production, but their production time really has to be on point, because they can cost the company thousands if they move too slow, move too fast. Then things start to become, the grades become not as consistent. So shout out to them, because it's a tough job. It's a really tough job. So my hat goes out to you guys for all that. But I can't get over what a cool process it was going to CGC. I've always wanted to, finally got the chance to do it. And I'm proud to say that CGC's out of Florida, and probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen. And being in the hobby, being involved, just you see everyone very passionate about what they do, and then obviously they collect in the hobby and stuff. But then you see them back there, doing the same thing over and over, I can see how it's mentally draining, exhausting. So my shout out to them. And whether or not just CGC, PSA, Beckett, you know, I really tip my hat to the people that work on the floor there, because these guys are seriously doing the same thing over and over and over again for 8 hours a day. You know, one little repetition of movement, 5 days a week. So shout out to all graders, whether you're CGC, Beckett, PSA, SGC, even ASG or AGS. Shout out to you guys, because it's definitely not an easy thing to work with. So back to this whole CGC tour though, quite an incredible experience. Honestly, anytime I want to do a submission there, I'm probably willing just to drop it off because of just how cool it is just to see everything. So I would definitely say right now in the current state of things, I would grade with CGC more, just because I've seen it firsthand experience. I see how the production is. I see them moving. I see them how they're grading thousands and thousands of cards a day. I'm not saying that PSA or Beckett would. Everyone has their preferences, but for what I saw firsthand, I saw how it all works and flows. I'm very happy with the process and very happy they do things there. Everything just checks the box to a T. For consistency for me, for speed, for the price, it checks all the boxes for me. So shout out to CGC, you guys are doing a great job. Other than that, I mean, that's all really too much. Just hanging out in Florida, a little Oasis action going on here in the backyard, talking about grading cards, still going through stuff, but I got some chicken wings on the way. Excited to get that, but other than that, it was a great time, great experience. And if you get the chance to do it, do not pass it up. If anyone offers, says, hey, I'm gonna go get a tour, you wanna come with me? Or if they invite you, do not pass it up, go check it out. Even if you grade a different company more, go check it out, go see what they're all about, go see how they do things. You'll be thoroughly impressed how they get things done. So it's Sunday afternoon, heat wave is high here in Florida, but I'm the pole father.